Yo, so what is up guys, it's Killer for the win, bringing you guys another Clash of Clans video, yes sir. Finally back after my, 4-day, 5-day break. Excuse my absence again. Just been busy working, man. There's nothing else to it. Been busy, so we're back. And I have another trophy pushing video for you guys today. No more farming for a little while, so if you came here for farming videos, my apologies. You will find some pretty interesting raids in here though. Along with the trophy push. I do get some loot here and there. Anyways, to start off, what I have is there was my base, and this is the Golem and Archer strategy. Now, this is a fun strategy. It works up until Master 1 around there. You might want to switch it up. But if you're a diehard Archer person, you can probably continue to use that strategy if you skip enough and you find the right bases to use it against. But I don't have the patience for that, so I just went and swapped to Bellini and stuff like that. But here we are with the archers, and as you can see, this guy had a ton of buildings outside. What I like to do is I like to go through and count the buildings, and if they have around 31, then you should be able to get 31 buildings out of reach, then you should be able to get a pretty easy win against the guy. That's considering you're a tunnel 10 or just, whatever, guessing or what's the word I'm looking for? Assuming you're a tunnel 10. So, this one I came in with only 2 lightning spells. I was probably just looking for a tunnel snipe or something like that. Shut up, bone! Gosh, I hate when people call me during comp. Alright, so this one I was probably just looking for a tunnel snipe because you notice I only had 2 spells. I don't think I used any of my other spells. So what I went for is somebody with their mortars in the center. And obviously this guy has, what, 3 mortars in the center. I can't see his 4th mortar. Maybe I took it out with lightning spells. Nope, I did not. So his 4th mortar is in the way there, but it's not 2 in the way. So if I spread out those archers enough, they should be able to easily manage to take out those gold mines. So now we are at 44%, and we're pretty close to getting this 1-star here. That's what you're really going to want to go for with the archers. You're not going to find a 2-star very often unless you're lucky enough to finally get Tunnel 7 or something ridiculous up high in cups. So we found a 9 trophy rate on this guy. No loot really, but you get a little bit of loot with the loot bonus, so that's not bad. And then that's pretty good for Master 1 League at 3,047 trophies. So here coming into the next battle, I am going to take out a couple of this guy's mortars that I figured, I tried to go for the ones that I figured would be mostly in the way. I took out that one because I noticed he had a ton of buildings around it. So I'm going to go ahead and speed up times 2 here. You can see I'm just, using the golem to my advantage. Going to try to take out a couple extra buildings on the right side there. You see I dropped some extra archers there to just capitalize on the golem. And unfortunately, he actually did come out of the clan castle with some wizards, and I did take them out with my extra lightning spell. That works pretty well, except for that last wizard, and we're going to go ahead and kill him off nonetheless. So now that golem is pretty much died out, we took out that air defense, we got pretty much all that we could get on the right side of the base. Now I'm going to focus on the left side, and as you can tell, my guys are going in. I draw my heroes. My Barb King died pretty quickly, but the Queen is staying behind, and she's taken out a ton of buildings here. So we should be able to get up to 50% on this raid. As you can see, we're going up against Viper and WP Elite Clan. Just some unknown clan. Maybe some of you guys know of them, but to me, they're pretty unknown. So we're at 38%, 39%. Just trying to finish up on these bottom buildings here. You notice I brought 1 extra wizard to help to take out maybe a building with more health, maybe a hero, something like that. But he did help a bit there to take out that builder's hut. You notice I only had like 3 archers left at that point. So now we're going to go ahead and focus on the top of this guy's base here. I was kind of messing up with the camera. What are you doing, Killa? Go to the top. All right, there we go. All right, we got 49%, and we got the 1-star at 50%. And I'm going to go ahead and let my archers get a little tiny bit of gold there. Couldn't hurt to get that extra 2,000 bit of gold. And we got 10 trophies on that one, so not bad for an all-out archer raid. Uh, we're actually at the same exact amount of cups as before. I may or may not have lost a defense on that in between there. But now we're going to go ahead and go in with the Lavaloonain. Switch it up a little bit, give you guys some variety. As you can see there, what I did is I dropped 2 lava hounds on the right, and I tried to get, to the center as much as possible. Unfortunately, my balloons did miss that, that wizard tower. So they decided to double back for it, and by that time it was already too late. They were pretty much died out. And also he did have some clan castle troops that are going to do a bit of damage against my balloons and against the lava hounds. So now I'm going to go ahead and draw these clan castle troops out, and I'm going to try to kill them. Hopefully this witch will die out pretty quickly. Yes, she did die, and the skeletons can't do anything against my balloons and minions. So now we're going to go ahead and go to the left side of the base. See what we can do here. You notice that he has an archer tower and that air defense, and also the Tesla. Other than that, these buildings are pretty well out of reach, and they should be pretty easy to take out with a few minions, if nothing else. Also, there are some buildings at the bottom that I can take out pretty easily, so I'm going to go ahead and go for those, and some buildings on the right side that I've already destroyed the defenses over there. So now we're going to go ahead and focus at the top of the base. You notice I have no more spells. I have 7 balloons, and I have both of my heroes. So what I decided to do here is instead of just dropping my heroes, instead of just dropping my balloons, I decided to go ahead and drop the heroes, and hopefully they would manage to take out those skeletons, because the skeletons dig in the way. That's why I used the Barb King's ability there, and they killed the skeletons. And what I was hoping is that the queen would take out this archer tower or the air defense, or both. Looks like she's going to go ahead and take out that archer tower. Now she's going to make a press forward. I'm going to go ahead and use her ability. She takes out that air defense and the archer tower super quickly. Now we're up to 45%, and this is pretty much going to be an easy win from here. For some strange reason, I decided to drop the rest of my balloons. Kind of a waste of elixir looking back now. I probably could have just took out the rest of these outskirt buildings with minions, but I guess I was going for more dark elixir than elixir at this point. So we got one more building left. This builder's hut is going to go down, and we're up to 50%. Going to go ahead and get 10 trophies on this guy. Little to no loot besides the loot bonus, but we did get the trophies that we needed in that battle. And now we're up to 3,071, making a push to Champion League. And yeah, there's my defense log. As you can see, getting rated, but not losing that many trophies, getting rated by guys really high up in cups. So this guy actually had a ton of loot. He had 6,500 dark elixir, and we're going to come in from this bottom right side. Going to go ahead and drop a couple of raid spells there. Draw my clan castle troops. I think I dropped them by accident. I meant to drop the lava hound first. And the other lava hound, for some strange reason, went to the air defense to the right instead of the one to the left, which was a little bit of a problem there. But no big deal. The guys, the balloons are making their way in, and they are actually managing to take out that Inferno Tower, and hopefully they will manage to take out this air defense as well. Looks like they will manage to take out 2 air defenses, so leaving a little bit of a shot for the Town Hall, but he does have those 3 expos and 4 Teslas in the center of his base, so it's looking like I may or may not be able to get to the Town Hall in this raid. So we're going to go ahead and focus on the top of this guy's base. You notice he really doesn't have many archer towers or anything like that up there, so it should be pretty easy to at least conjure up 50% on this guy's base. So now I'm going to go ahead and spread out some balloons there. I'm out of rage spells, so I can't really use them to get to that air defense, but I'm going to go ahead and spread out some minions along this guy's base and try to go ahead and shoot for the 50%. So as you can see, I actually did get a decent amount of loot so far on this guy's base. I'm actually able to get a fair amount of dark elixir as well out of this drill, and we're going to go ahead and drop my heroes on the top of his base because I wanted to get the loot in that clan castle, and I figured if I had a shot for the town hall, that would probably be the best path to take and whatnot. So as you can see here, my guys are just trying to break this wall. Finally they did. Now they're going to go forward, get some loot, take out that clan castle. Hopefully they can get a little bit of this gold storage, but it looks like the heroes are going to get in the way there, so they may or may not get to any of that gold. Actually, the queen is going to completely ignore the 2 heroes in front of her and take out the gold storage. That was weird. I don't know why she did that. She did something to my advantage for once. That's insane. But I don't know. You wouldn't think it'd be to my advantage, but it was. So anyways, the king did work. He took out mostly the other heroes, and right here I had one last shot to get to the town hall, but I'm not going to be able to make it because those expos were in range, and they did manage to kill my queen. Kind of sucky. I wish that they were just a little bit off, and the queen could have took that out, but it doesn't matter because we're going to be able to get a little bit more loot here on this bottom left angle, and the minions are going to be able to take out that elixir collector. So as you can see here, we got a pretty insane amount of loot. Over 5,000 dark elixir with the loot bonus, and a whole lot of loot in general with the regular loots. Now moving on to the next raid, the last raid of the video, I'm actually doing another all-out archer raid with a golem. And this one is different because I had a couple of balloons and this base is 100% maxed out. completely maxed walls, completely maxed heroes, completely. I'm pretty sure I had completely maxed everything. So it was pretty interesting to actually go for a base like this with all archers. It doesn't seem like a bright idea, like looking back, just looking at it from a glance. But I think it will work because these two balloons may or may not help out a little bit. I actually had a couple balloons in the clan castle as well. Hopefully this one balloon will manage to take out that wizard tower, and what that will help me to do is get my archers in there and actually be able to take out some of that gold. So it did, the balloon did take out that wizard tower, and I think those balloons were made to be donated, but they actually did help me out in this raid surprisingly. So as you can see, we managed to take out those 2 gold storages at the top. Now we're going to go ahead and start worrying about some percentage on the bottom left. I'm going to go and drop my 2 heroes, drop some archers behind. The hero is mostly to tank. If anything, I noticed he does have his builder's huts in the corners, so this actually was a pretty good base to go after with the all-arch strategy. So as you can see, my heroes are taking some heat now. The king is about to go down, so I went ahead and used his ability. Some people will hate on me if I don't use the hero's ability at exactly the right time. For me, I like to use the king's ability whenever his health is kind of around just low enough that it actually, that it gives him almost about full health whenever you use the ability, because obviously it gives him health whenever you use the ability. And I like to do that because I want his rage spell to last as long as possible. Why would you want to use his ability at the last second? You're not capitalizing on his rage spell that way. That's just my 2 cents. That's my take on it. Give me your take on it. When exactly do you guys like to use the king's ability? And for the queen as well. So let me finish explaining the king. I want to make sure that he gets to use his full rage spell, and also I want the barbarians to spawn in kind of early, and I want them to go with the rage spell as well and tank. Have the barbarian king tank and then do work behind, and that can help out a ton in my opinion. Also with the queen, I think it is kind of better to use her ability at the end, because usually, I think it's best to use her ability whenever she's at a strong building. But yeah, that's just my take on it. Leave a comment. What do you guys think on when you should use your hero's abilities and whatnot? So for the end of the video, basically what I have for you guys is a little defense here, an all-out archer attack against me. Pretty interesting raid. I actually managed to defend this one. Usually my base wouldn't do that good against archer towers, but against archers. But what I did is I moved my mortars out a bit, and I moved the bottom one to the bottom, and I think it actually held up pretty well against the all-out archer attack. And that's pretty much it for the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you did, and have a great day.